Theo Fennell, the business, was started about 30 years ago, I guess, properly, from a workshop in Hatton Garden with studios attached. And then I moved down the road to the Fulham Road, literally down the road from where we are now. It was always based around a workshop and a studio. That's the whole essence of the business. And even now that we've moved to the big flagship in the Fulham Road, it's still the studio over there and the workshop here. And this is where everything happens. This is the heartbeat of the business. And it's still purely a design and craft-led business. Even though we have a lot of outlets and we are kind of, I guess, international, it's still very much based on the workshop and the studios here and what we do in here. It's always the idea first, and then the drawings, the designs, the sketches, and then talking it over with the craftsmen, and then a finished drawing that they work from, and then they start to do it in here. We still have the ability to stop it halfway, to change it halfway, so it's very much an organic process. And we don't have 15 committees, we don't have to get a head office, we don't have to sort of wander around the world saying, you know, will Philippe be okay with this? We just can do it. And so it's a much more creative process. It's much more, you know, the bread is coming straight out of the oven. How somebody comes to be a jeweller is a long-winded process, but nonetheless it pays huge dividends because of that. An apprentice will be taken on as a relatively young person, and they will have a master in here, somebody who looks after them, somebody who teaches them, and gradually, as they become able to make things themselves, they will make a thing which is genuinely called a masterpiece. It's a very archaic process, hundreds and hundreds of years old, but it still works. Yeah, the jewellery you see on the bride, as it were, is a bodkin star. It's obviously a star shape given our own kind of treatment. There's a rose-cut diamond in the middle, and the earrings, it's a very, very electric blue tourmaline, and we've set it here in a fairly, our adaptation of a fairly classic setting, and detachable, but hanging from it is a trellis work, open so it's nice and light, diamond drop with a salamander on it. So it combines salamander, good luck, blue, something new, and in fact precludes the bride having to wear a garter. She can wear the blue and the old and the new in one thing, and if her father gives it to her, it's something given. Anyway, so that's the history of those.